Hey, how's it going, Joe?
Tired as usual. Brenda, Jody. I get the baby probably about 10 o'clock
Okay.
after she goes to the
Did
daycare to
you
look at it.
did you do anything more with the Neo?
No, not really. I didn't do it. I didn't fly in here. I'm waiting until I get the controller for that. I was talking to Johnny last night about it because I looked at his video. And his video looked good. And my video just looked like it was in slow motion. It didn't look right.
Huh.
It looked okay, but it wasn't the flight, because when I looked at the flight, you could see it that it was what you call it. The flight was clean. I mean, it was smooth and everything else, but it just seemed like the video I put up was a little choppy. And when I did the research, I think it's because I had it in what they call horizon balancing. I think that it was digitally doing the picture, so that's what messed it up. So I just took it out of that. I'll never put it back in it.
Oh shit.
Hey, Jonathan.
Good morning.
On.
Taking my walk. I must have my fingers on the screen must have put me up in.
Yeah.
Good morning.
What's the temperature?
When you take the walk, do you take your pets with you or just by yourself?
Say again?
Do you take a pet with you when you go or just by yourself?
Oh no, I go by myself, but two of my cats will end up meeting me halfway up the block.
So what's your
They
temperature
do
like?
that. 54.
We're 56.
56?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 54. I came out here without a coat, not realizing it was gonna be this cold.
Yeah,
It's 42 degrees here.
Well, our high today is 70. And I got two games tonight, and our low tonight is 44.
Hold on.
So it's what you call long pants and long sleeve day.
I had it wrong. It's 48.
Wow.
It's 48.
Yeah, I'll be wearing long pants and a long shirt tonight.
Joe, I'm about to fire Best Buy, man. They slipping.
I know.
It's still, they don't even have it in the way. I literally called them, right? They don't even have them in the warehouse. The lady told me check back in about 3 days.
I think that's DJI myself.
Yeah, I think they're doing the same thing they did with the Neo. We're gonna be the last ones to get it because our government want to act like hoes.
Well, I had it on order with Crutchfield, the Neo, and they told me that it was due in around the 8th of October. 8th came up and they said they said 8th October is when they were going to have it, right?
Yeah.
And then they said no date available. They said they had no ETA on it. So I had it on order there, just sitting there. So the other night I was listening to Johnny's Drone Nation, and they said somebody said they had him at Target. I said Target.
Target.
Yeah. So I
When
typed in Target.
Selling drones?
Well, they have the Mini 2. They sell that.
Oh,
so I guess
Walmart. The Walmart got the Mini 2. You can find the Mini 2 at Walmart.
Yeah. So I went on Target site and they had them in Hammond. They had 3 of them, the bundle. So I grabbed it and went and picked it up the next day. And I just checked just now. Yeah, they've got 2 Neos in Hammond still, and they got 4 across the lake. But they're all at Targets. And then you check Best Buy, they've got the single Neo, but they don't have any for sale. They just got a sample to put out. And then
you telling without the controller, just the drone itself?
Just the drone and 1 battery. That's all they got. I got the drone with 3 batteries.
You got the drone with 3 batteries and the
RC2
charger part.
Oh, charging her. Okay.
Yeah, I actually ordered a RC2. Ordered
Okay.
RC2 through Crutchfield. Comes in tomorrow because if I'm inside, I want to fly with the RC2. And I'm
You
gonna
said
put
through
it in.
Clutchville. I never. What is that? A company?
Yeah, Crutchfield does electronics. They do a lot of stereos for automobiles and things, but they sell drones.
Yeah.
And I got like a $10,000 credit card with them. And everything they do, they give you depending on the price, same as cash. They just want to sell it to you.
Okay.
They don't care about getting extra money, and they sell it for the same price. They're not upcharging anything, giving you free 2-day shipping.
2-day shipping, huh?
Yeah, if say the Air 3S was there for $1,500, they'd give me 12 months, same as cash.
Right.
You know, it's like
that's how Best Buy do. As long as you play within the 12 months, there won't be no interest.
Yeah, boy, don't mess that up.
Ooh. Oh, I never do. I'm waiting for them to. Man, they need to come on, man. I need my Air 3S.
Yeah, I bought something through Best Buy a couple of years back, and I had 12 months, same as cash. And I was on my last month of it and didn't realize that the same as cash date was before my billing date. So I owed them like $85, right? I go in there and I had like $200 in interest. I said, oh shit. I saw that and I called them up and I said, how come it's not? I said, I was getting ready. I said, I got a payment scheduled. It was scheduled when they did that. I said, so I said, why is this date before that date? That says when you buy it, right? Right. I said, okay, I guess I'll have to suck that one up. And they said, we'll go ahead and reverse it for you.
Oh, sweet.
Boy, that was sweet. I had one other day. You ready for this? I owed $214 at around. I had plenty of time to pay it off. But I said, I want to get rid of that card because I don't want to deal with it right now. So I just paid it off, right? On the 30th. On the 6th, the bill comes out. I get a $2.38 interest payment.
$2.
So I called them up and I said, let me ask you a stupid question here. I paid it off on the 30th and I had a zero balance, right? It looked at it, said, yes. So why am I getting charged interest? She goes, I have no idea. Let me reverse it. Like that. Yeah. That's how I check my stuff.
They just doing it hoping they get away with it so they can get some extra money then.
Somebody doesn't pay attention, probably just pay the extra $2.
A lot of companies do that. I come to notice. You like say there's a payment thing, you'll finish the payment. But I don't know if it's the computers or the agents, but they'll keep sending you a bill. You literally have to call them like, hey, listen, I finished paying y'all, man. Y'all need to check y'all records. And then by the time they check it, oh, it's all right now. You tried me.
Well, I went off on Spectrum when I canceled Spectrum. I canceled it the day after my bill. And my new bill was $258. But that's all in advance stuff you pay, right?
Right.
And you got to pay it, and it charge you in advance, so you pay it ahead of time. So when I canceled it, I got the month later, I get a bill in for the $258. And I said, hold on, no, I had paid already, and I was like 4 days into it. They told me I don't get a rebate, right? But then they said I owed, because it was a new bill, I owed more money. Yeah, I didn't get it prorated. They said I had to pay the whole bill. And I said, I'm not paying the whole bill. I'll pay you for 2 days, like that. Well, we don't do that. You got to pay the whole bill.
Right.
I said, well, guess what? You ain't never going to see it. After 2 months, they gave me zero balance.
Okay. Yeah, what you gonna do? So many collections for $2 a game?
I told them, I said, I got a shredder back here. I said, as they come in, they'll shred real easy. I said, I'm not even open.
Yes.
Yeah, I got two bills, shredded them, and I didn't get another bill, so I checked it. I had a zero balance. But I tell you, I like the Air 3S. Air 3S looks like it's going to be a pretty good drone.
Nah, you ain't want it, man.
No, I'm not going to buy it. I don't want it.
You're not going to. You're going to get it.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the Mavic 4.
For the Mavic 4? That's gonna be probably like what, mid-summer next year?
The rumor is like January.
I doubt it. I doubt
Yeah,
it.
I'm thinking February myself.
They're still printing up the mini fours. They're still printing up the Air 3s. Now they're gonna be printing up the Air 3Ss.
Yep.
So I don't think we're gonna see it till at least midsummer next year.
But they leaked the Mavic 4, so it's out there.
Jasper.
Lance said Mavic 4 or bust. Oh,
Jasper.
Lance, you know you want to go buy a Neo, second best drone ever.
Look, I never even seen him smoke to Jasper, but I love it, hate him. I love him because he always know what's coming out, but she always got the dates wrong, man. That kills me.
Yeah. But I just checked everybody this morning that would carry this, and nobody's got the Air 3S in the United States.
Nobody. I haven't checked DroneWorks.
Yeah, I didn't check them. I don't check them. I
checked everybody else. DroneWorks might be the first ones to have it.
I tell you what, I'm still shocked that Target had a Neo. Like I canceled my order at Crutchfield yesterday, and I said because I couldn't even cancel it; it was just on pre-order. So I called up and I got on the chat with them. I said, "Can you do me a favor? Can you cancel this?" I said, "I hate to tell you, but I finally found one locally." I said, "At a Target like that." I said, "Go figure." And she came back and she would Target with a question mark. I said, "Yeah." She says, "We can't even get the bundles right now. We're still waiting on them."
So how did Target jump up in the game like that?
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to check my local.
I went to Target this morning and went Air 3S just to see. Because you see, now I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'd have hit Target this morning and they'd had Air 3S there, I'd have went and bought it, went over by Johnny and said, "Look what I got."
I'm telling you, you're gonna get it, Joe. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Right now, listen.
See, now this is the deal. I would get it if I'm not thinking about a Mavic 4. Because I got the Mavic 3 and I love it.
Well, see, for what you do, it's worth waiting for. For what you do is worth waiting for.
Yeah.
I know you won't wait that long, but it's worth waiting for. But like you said, that N3S, man, it's got that light on. It's got features in it that even your Mavic 3 Pro doesn't have. It outdoes the flight time, from what I heard on the blog yesterday. Anyway, it outdoes the flight time. You got the was it light on? Cat, will you get off of me? I'm trying to go away, man. Look at this dude.
Look at that. That cat loves you.
Yeah, there's a few things that outdoes the Mavic 3 Pro with. Yep. So right now, until that 4 comes out, that's the top dog. Which and every time they come out with an Air series, until they come out with a new Mavic, that's the top dog.
It's the top dog. And I'm thinking,
get off.
I was telling Johnny last night, it's probably all I need. You know, and I love the Air 3. I flew Johnny's, and the Air 3 to me felt better than the Mavic 3, but the Mavic 3 has a better camera system. That was the only thing. Now that Air 3S, I'm telling you, the Air 2S to me has a better camera than the Mavic 3. Because I can look at the videos. Or I can look at the videos I take on a clear day, like a blue day, you know, with no clouds or a few clouds, and I take the video with the Air 2S. And if I take that same video with the Mavic 3, I can tell you the difference.
Get off me, man!
It's just got a different crispness to it.
Okay.
It's got a little crispness, you know. It's not because the Mavic 3 sometimes it'll look a little flat, but this one just got a sharpness to it. You know, and I love the Air 2S. You know, it's like, see, that's my thing. I got the best of both worlds right now.
Yeah, told everybody they need to keep the Air 2S. They didn't want to listen. Everybody wanted to go sell. So you better keep that one.
And guess how many flights I got on it?
Your Air 2S?
15.
That's it?
Yeah, because what happened is the gimbal was giving me problems. I sent it to him to send me a new one.
Oh, yeah, you put it like that.
Yeah.
That explains why I got batteries that ain't even open.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss that issue. You need a bag, I need a battery. So we're gonna have to do that.
Man, you
Look,
playing, man. You could have been had a battery. You
I
trying to
know.
get a battery. You trying to get a battery and a brick.
Oh, yeah, I
And
was
when
about to get
the battery alone costs the same amount as the bag. That ain't gonna happen.
Well, I tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather 2 batteries in a brick, but I ain't going that far.
Listen, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if nobody say you was a hustler in your life before.
I'm still a hustler. What you talking about? Shoot, I go to Wendy's. I go to Wendy's and tell them, look, your app ain't working. Go ahead and put a little small smoothies on it. Those little small the frosties on it.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, hold on, baby, I'll give you one.
True player for real.
Yeah, that app's always giving people problems. What kind you want? What kind you want?
What
Thanks,
two
baby.
of y'all want? What the two of y'all want? What the? Oh, say good morning. Say hello.
I tell you what, I've been watching cat videos. I love the one where the guy's sitting at the computer and the cat gets up on the table and he looks at the whiteout. He's pushing it off. He gets it right to the edge and the guy slaps the table, right? And he looks at the cat and he puts a bottle of white out there and he picks it up. He starts banging on the thing like he starts banging on it like he's hitting the cat. And the cat reaches over and pushes it back.
Yeah. He slid it back up like, okay, I ain't gonna do it no more. Yeah, I saw that one.
There you go, Joe. Do you see it?
Yeah, where's that? In Canada?
Best Buy, right across the bridge in Sarnia.
Yeah, Canada's got them, Best Buy.
Yep. They're gonna do us like they did to Neil, man. We last. Yeah, we last in line. We last in line. Now
that's Canadian price, so because the sale ends in a week, $400 off.
Wow.
That's a sale?
Yeah, but it's 15.
That's Canadian money.
You'd have to ask.
Oh yeah, you got to convert it. Okay. Yeah.
Alexa, the conversion.
I don't know that.
Got to convert it.
Alexa,
I'm glad the batteries are the same.
$1,579.99 Canadian into American dollars.
Hey, wait, you want to hear this? The conversion on that is $1,100.
For the Flymore?
Yeah.
In Canada.
Yep.
That's the Air 3.
Oh, that's the Air 3. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going for $1,000 now in Best Buy even.
If that was the S, Paul, I was about to Venmo you the money.
I'm about to make a phone call. I know people in Canada.
Paul would have been getting off right now and going to get it for me. I would have bought it for $1,000.
See, I looked for the Air 3S.
Yeah, it's just Air 3. Yeah, because they don't have them.
It ain't there.
That's why I had to look at it. I looked at the gimbal and noticed the gimbal wasn't right.
Look, you can type Air 3S in the search. It'll say it got it, but now, they ain't got it.
There's the Air 3S down to the left. One more time.
Here, right?
Yeah. Well, that one right there, $2,059. That's more like $1,500.
Air 3S Colorado John Flymore.
It says available to ship.
Screen.
Let's see what it says.
That's available to ship.
Why are they charging $2,000? And it's running
that's
15.
Canadian money.
Yeah, see, there's 2 of them available 0 kilometers away, which is Sarnia.
You can get 2. You get them over there right now.
Yeah.
And that comes with the ND filters, everything.
Yep.
Yeah, they sending the ND filters with this one. They still ain't sending no charging brick though.
No, you got what you call it. You just plug the.
No, not the part that goes in the wall. I mean, that's what
you don't get that. They don't give you that shit no more.
The port, excuse me, charging port. Yeah, they still ain't sending the charging port. That's not cool. They did it with the Air 2S.
Yeah, that's why whenever the Anchor comes up with those $35 100 watts, they usually buy 2 or 3 of them.
They got them over there.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
want
get off of that. Get off of that, Paul. Get off of that.
I'll take it. I'll take it for 1,100.
Yeah, man, you can't beat that. They're saving you what, 4-5 in the US?
Yeah.
They talking
What's
was it 15.99, 15.49, something like that?
Yeah, 15.99.
15.99. Well, y'all know me in Ed series. I got to have it. So I got the unpatiently wait.
Well, see,
Because I was gonna do it like I did the Ed 3 last year. As soon as it
So
dropped,
Donald-
boy, I'm gonna get that.
that $2,000 price included a RC2 record.
Yeah.
Controller.
Paul, go back in there and go ahead and start filling out the information. My address is
Don putting his dips in for this one.
You talking about the $1,100? That's wrong. It's just the Air 3.
You know what, Donald? I'm opted to believe. In fact, I'm willing to bet $50 Paul keeps that one.
But look how cute this little thing is.
Yeah, it's trying to call me, man, but I keep thinking about the wind. The wind
I
in
flew
that
it
thing.
outside yesterday, and it handled good in the wind, but it was only like 10 miles an hour. But like I said, do not fly it in horizon balance.
I thought they said that thing would do 60.
No, this one won't. This one will go, I think 17.
That's it?
Yeah. Let me find out. I thought it was 34.
I thought it was 34 too.
Yeah,
I thought they
in
said
manual was
60 in yeah, man, was it manual? I think. You know, I don't know shit about FPV. I just love it.
Well, my granddaughter, when she comes over today, I might fly this in here a little bit, see what she does.
Well, you got to see what the dogs are going to do.
Well, I'm not worried about them because I used to fly the Mini 3 in here, and
Oh, did you?
they just sit there and watch it. Now,
Yeah,
Cleo
but
would take off, but then she'd come back.
that thing make a whole different sound than
It's loud.
than the Mini. See, them FPVs got a whistle to them, which in dogs and whistles, we already know how that goes. I want to say Joe Fodolio when he was doing that housework up in the mountain a couple of years ago. He went to fly. It was either the Egg or the Avata. The people had a dog. The dog had been trying to get to it, and Joe must have blinked one too many times, and that dog got a hold of that drone. I remember a hole being he did a hole in the battery and everything. See, them FPVs got a certain kind of whistle that attracts the dogs. So be careful with that, Joe.
Look at the wind down by the river.
Yeah, I'm looking at your flags. They blowing.
And those are 16 and 20 foot flags. So they're heavy.
But yeah, they're gonna make us sweat. They're gonna make us sweat for this drone, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what you doing?
Hold on, man.
Well, positive side to that is any bugs. If you figure any bugs that come out by the time we get it, they should have them fixed.
That's the other thing, you know, if you get one right away and it turns out to be not such a good one, if you wait a few weeks and you'll find out that it wasn't everything it was cracked up to be. You'll get the inside story, you know?
Yeah. See, I was smart with it. I bought the Ed 3 when it first came out, but when I bought it, I let it sit. Cause mind you, I had other drones to fly. So I literally let it sit to see if we was gonna run into any problems. But then people started complaining, the Ed 3 ain't got no problems. And I started shouting, that's because that's the best drone they made so far. But now, the Air 3, in fact, if you get on Facebook, Air 3 Facebook, you will see a lot of people are complaining how the Air 3s are literally spazzing out. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I started seeing all that, I literally told them, yo, that's pilot error, until it happened to me. And I literally have the screen recording. I've been back and forth with DJI via email, telling them, listen, y'all need to fix this. I mean, I could take it back to Best Buy, they give me a brand new one, but this is a software issue. So this is really on y'all. Now, a lot of people been sending the Air 3s back, and DJI has been replacing them. But now, what you gonna do about the rest of the world? Because it's slowly happening to everybody. It's slowly happening to everybody.
What happened, JJ?
The Air 3 is literally spazzing out. You put it up in the air, in about 2 minutes, she will start to descend at an accelerated rate. Not only that, about 2 minutes into that, the gimbal will start
Twitching.
Spazzing out. Now, the only reason I didn't end up crashing mine is because I'm a pilot. You know, everybody get on here and try to be this, that, and the third. But the one thing I did was learn my drone as if we were one. So I was able to control and get it down on the ground. But when it landed, the propellers would not shut off. So I literally had to put my hand on top of the drone. And with the Air 3, the battery is on the butt. So I had to hold it down one hand and then ride that while the propeller's still spinning. Yeah. I told DJI that, and I sent them the information. And they're telling me, they literally told me, listen, just go ahead and send us the drone back. I got the labels, been sitting in my email for a week, but I told them I'm not sending it back to y'all because my drone is covered by Total Tech Care. If I send it back to y'all, y'all gonna send me a brand new drone, and that serial number isn't gonna match my insurance. So no, we not doing that. So now me having a brain out slick them. Mind you, the Air 3S is coming out. The Air 3 costs the same amount. I think it's $50 difference.
Yeah.
So now once Best Buy has it, I'm taking my Air 3 up there. Here's the footage. Y'all can see what's wrong. Let me get the Air 3S.
Yeah.
So you guys were talking earlier, and I wasn't in the chat. I was just typing in, but flight time. Good morning, JJ. The flight time isn't real crucial to me, but I would rather have other features added or really worked on. You know, because I mean, I'm not going to fly a drone for 30 straight minutes or 40 straight minutes. You know, when's the last time anyone's ever done that? I mean, you know, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I have, but it's long.
Believe it or not, right? They are. I mean, no, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Probably 80-90% of the people don't, right? But yeah. you got that 10% like me. Listen, I put a battery in there. I'm not coming down until my controller says return to home in 10 seconds. Blah 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 blah. Okay, now I'm coming back.
Yeah. You know, but the old Mavic 2, when you did a circle and you could pick a GPS spot on the drone and then back out of that spot and then do a circumference around that spot, you used to be able to do that on the Mavic 2. Now you can't do that. Now the only way you can do that is draw a box around your subject and then do a circumference around that subject, which at nighttime you can't do that because it's dark.
There's no light. Yeah.
Light up that subject. And that's why I like the Mavic 2 at nighttime to be able to do something like that if you needed to. And I do my light painting and I strap my lights on top of, you know, my drone or on, you know, on the legs, and I do a circumference and I make a circle, and it's easy to do that in the Mavic 2. You cannot do that in the newer drones, which is, you know, idiotic. So do something like that. Don't give me flight time, but bring that back. Program that back into the drones you're releasing now, and make some of us happy and And
I think the S might do it because they say it's got more low light capabilities, especially with that LiDAR in it. So you might just have that backlash. Morning,
and I
Mark.
wonder if they're going to put that
Good
on
morning.
the Mavic 4. I sure hope so.
Oh, I guarantee.
Yeah, if they put it on the S, they're definitely gonna put it on the 4. I mean, let's look at it. Every time they come out with a drone, they add something new, something new, something new. Anything they put in the new Air series automatically goes in the new Mavic with something else to add to it.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Well, I heard
whatever's
that
in
the
there.
Mavic 4 is gonna blow people's socks off.
Man, listen, I seen a picture of the gimbal for that thing.
Mm.
And time I seen the picture for the gimbal for that thing, I said, okay, we looking at $2 to $5 grand.
That's like, here's the gimbal. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 to
Gimbal's
5
like a
grand.
freaking, like a softball.
So
Yeah,
there's
that
something
gimbal looked like
attached to
like the
drone
face
to
of a transformer.
Yeah.
it.
Who's done any videos on the Mavic 3S? Anyone put one out yet? I haven't seen anything.
Pretty much everybody yesterday.
Nobody we know, personally. Like Billy Collins, the regulars.
Who was
So
that?
nobody
Yeah,
like
I seen
Ron
some
Brown.
new cats.
No.
I ain't
Mark
seen
Aaron.
Ron.
Ron's not got his yet.
Stop.
He's just ordered it.
Stop. That's it.
No, and see,
Mark doesn't have
that's
any-
how I know it's not in the U.S. because when it comes to, in fact, when it came to the Air 3 last year, I want to say Ron got his. Ron was the first, actually. I thought I was supposed to be the first, but something went wrong with the mail and it was a day late. So Ron ended up getting his first, but Ron didn't
Uncle
open
Bill.
his till the next day because he was on a job.
No.
He was on the job, so he didn't open his till the next day. But yeah, him like me. But listen,
Yeah, well, Billy Kyle, Sean Air Photography, Sean Alani,
Tech Drone,
Dustin Dunhill,
Algren,
Ready Set
Vodka.
Drone.
I seen a couple of new cats with it.
They
Dan
I
all
don't
Stewart.
know who they are.
couple of Europeans, some from the UK have put it on. But apparently the ordering in the US, they're not going to have it delivered until next Wednesday.
Okay. Did Dobo put one out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I want to go watch. You gonna detail it. You ain't just gonna talk about it. You gonna detail it.
I get tired of them saying, "This is the best drone ever." Is this the best or what? Yeah.
Because we know the Avata 2 is the best drone ever.
Yeah.
The who?
And the second best is the Neo,
The what?
That's it. Every new drone they
That looks good, Donald.
review is going to be the best drone, isn't it?
Well, if it's the newest, if it's the latest,
Uh-huh.
then yeah, got a point. At that time, it's the best. It's gonna have
I like
than what the last one had in.
Well, if they don't tell you it's the best, they won't get another one to review.
partial to the Intel.
Uncle Bill, what's up?
Now that's one thing. Dobo will tell you if a drone is a piece of shit. He ain't got no problem doing that. he would.
What's up, Dre?
He would put it on.
Morning, Dre.
Recovery One. Hey, how you doing?
I'm on everybody in chat. I can't see it.
Uncle Bill's here.
Yeah. But Jonathan, what I was telling you is
Bill.
if you do decide ever to get a Neo, do not fly it in horizon balance because what it does, it takes that video digitally and converts it to keep it stable. And I looked at the flight in the goggles and it was smooth and pretty and nice. And when you look at the flight out of the drone, it's a little choppy, a little slow motion. It's slower. Because I was going 8 miles an hour with it, and it looked like I was going in beginner mode. It completely changed the whole thing.
Yeah, it's
4K 60?
Yeah. 4K 30.
4K 30. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
4K 30 and 1080 60.
Yeah, I may put it in 1080 60. It might be better.
I ain't messing with the Neo, man. It's a paperweight. It's one, I still haven't learned FPV, and two, that thing is light in the ass, man. You get the wrong kind of wind.
Yeah, you can't even call it a
You get the wrong
paperweight.
kind of wind, she gonna be leaning like this.
Yeah.
And
You upside down. What you talking about?
Which one did you
Jonathan,
get, Joe?
You can't
Did you
even
get
call it a
the,
paperweight. It's too light.
one with 3 batteries, or did you get the one, just the $200 one?
You got the
No, I got
three
the
batteries.
bundle. Got the 3
So
batteries.
you have the controller too as well.
No control.
No. They sell it with just 3 batteries, the charger and the drone.
Gotcha.
How much?
Yeah.
How much did that cost you?
$289.
Because it's
Oh,
200
really? I thought 289 was also with the controller. Okay.
It's
Yeah, if you get it out of
279.
Canada.
It's £279 here with the controller,
Yeah.
Okay.
which would be 320-ish, something like that.
Well, actually, the
Think.
breakdown with Paul was about $400, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this cost me $318. So you get the controller with, you're looking at about an $82 more.
$279 is about 220.
If I remember correctly, it's some kind of mode you can't get into unless you have
£79 in dollars.
unless you have the wanker.
Pounds is about
Yeah, that's the Easy Acro.
$3.01.
Right. Yeah, you gotta have the whatever the heck outside the wanker. You have to have that in order for to access certain features. Not certain features, but certain modes.
Yeah, £279 works out at $363.
Okay. So is Dre on? Is Dre in the chat?
Yeah.
It was in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gassing up at Costco, Dre, in Seattle. We'll compare gas prices. I'm sure you are much more expensive than I am, but I will let you know here in a second how much I'm paying for gas. It's going to be like $3.31. It is $3.36.
I paid
I'll be right
$255 yesterday. I actually went to Sam's yesterday. It was $255, and Costco on the other side of the interstate was $255. So Sam's and Costco are having a price war on their gas.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, Sam's was about 260,
Hey, good morning.
262, and they
Good
dropped
morning,
it down to 255 because Costco did.
Hey, Dre.
Yeah, hey Lance, I hardly get my
And
gas at Costco because the lines are always so long. It just, I don't have the patience for it.
That's just the opposite here. Sam's has just 2 pumps on each it's like 8 pumps. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 pumps. And Costco's got like 15.
Yeah, Costco, they got a lot of pumps, but like I say, everybody and their brother, they're trying to get that gas. I mean,
I haven't had a
the
line there
line
yet.
for the gas station part goes out to the street sometimes.
Yeah, it's like that in New
Long
Orleans.
day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You
like,
serve around the parking lot.
yeah, it ain't worth that, 15, 20 cents different. My time is
Yeah.
worth more.
Yeah, New Orleans is like that. They have a wraparound line. But the one
Yeah.
over here, I've never seen a line yet.
Yeah, it's just no. I think I can't remember. I think my wife has gotten gas there. Maybe she leaves midday from her job because it's only about 5-10 minute drive from her job to Costco in the south end of town. But other than that, I don't even fool with it, man. Because every time I go to Costco, the line is just crazy.
Don't be telling strangers that your wife got gas. They don't like it when you do that.
Oh, she does that. Give her some ice cream.
Donna, you sick.
I'll be right back, Joe. I gotta use the bathroom.
All right, Paul.
Too much
Hurry back.
information.
Yeah, Lance. I mean, the price is tempting, but like I said, if I got to wait 30 minutes in a line, just to unless I'm filling the whole tank up, just to top off, dude, I'll go down to the AM PM in a heartbeat. And like I say, all depends where you get gas. And now gas here in my city is probably a little bit cheaper, but the next cheaper one is Fontana, California, which is only 8 minutes away.
Yeah.
Not even 10 miles away. And gas is about 15 cents cheaper. Same company, same gas station.
Yep.
Oh wow.
So like I said, when I visit my
None of
parents,
them, some of them privately owned.
well, it's you never know. Most of them are
Jesus.
here in California. Most of them are owned by Middle Easterns and stuff, or
Right.
Pakistans, or whatever the case may be. So I mean,
That's
I
just
know
about
with
everywhere
with
now.
franchises, you really don't get to dictate your price level. You got to have a certain level. And that's what I'm saying, that having gas delivered to one city versus another that's only about minutes away. Somebody's trying to line a few pockets here and there. And like I said, I was down in Temecula back in August, and their gas down there, same company, AM/PM, gas was about 50 something cents more per gallon.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
it just, I mean, it's just, you never know what you're going to run into at a gas station. You never know. I know out here it is. And that's why they got a proposal. The governor put a proposal to have a more of a watchdog approach over the gas company, making sure they're not gouging people, because I wouldn't even dare try to get gas in LA County. They're still paying over $5 a gallon,
Oh Jesus.
close to $6 in LA County. Downtown LA, oh, you better bring a firstborn.
Yeah.
You just don't know you're born over there. I've just worked out how much ours is. And for the equivalent of one of your gallons in dollars, ours is $7.23.
Yeah. Yeah. Liters is cost you a lot more. So in Canada,
it's
UK,
it's £1.46.
In Hawaii, gas is, I mean, I understand Hawaii being an island, everything they get there has to be shipped in, so their cost of living, everything there in Hawaii is more expensive because there's nothing self-sustaining. In UK, you guys got all those rigs out to the North Atlantic and stuff, and Atlantic Richfield is a UK company primarily. So I don't know,
So Shell. So Shell, so's BP.
Yeah,
but how much of that is tax?
BP is Atlantic Richfield.
That's British Petroleum.
Yeah, BP.
Can I get your Grand Slam?
Hey,
No, you can't get my Grand Slam. It's my Grand Slam.
Regular Grand Slam.
Yeah. Denny's or something. Yeah.
Must be a Denny's drive-through.
Yeah, I was gonna say, going through the drive-through at Denny's. I haven't seen that down here, a drive-through at a Denny's.
Yeah, me either.
I've seen a dine and dash at a Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you telling on yourself?
What?
Are you telling on yourself?
You think I would do that?
Oh yeah. I'm sure there's a young mudball somewhere still deep down buried, the crazy things he did as a kid.
Oh, young mudball never did a dine and dash.
Yeah.
He did other stuff he'd get in trouble for, but
Oh, Lance is inside. He's
we
dining
muted
in.
you, Lance.
Yeah.
You're doing it right.
Well, you must got that easy life, Lance. I mean, I thought you'd be at work already, getting that lesson plan together.
Muted.
You're muted, Lance. There you go.
Not today. Today's a late start, and I am stopping for breakfast. I'm at Denny's.
Well, you go, dude. You go.
I'm gonna relax a little bit, have some coffee, have some breakfast, and go in. And so I've got the easy life today.
All right.
Denny's makes a mean hot chocolate, man.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Oh, with the whipped cream on there. Woo.
Yeah. I always tell them take it off. I don't need the whipped cream. Just give it to me straight.
Yeah.
But I tell you who, I was so disappointed when Starbucks first came out years ago. I think I was still stationed in Marine Corps out in 29 Palms, and we stopped in there at the one by the Morongo Casino at an outlet mall out in front of it. And we went to Starbucks. My wife ordered some fancy stuff I couldn't repeat 10 times in a row, but he paid me. And all I asked for is just give me a hot chocolate. As the worst hot chocolate I've ever had in my life. I said, how you guys be a so-called famous coffee place and you can't make a decent hot chocolate? with some actual milk.
They're not a famous
That's
hot
the
chocolate
best way to
place.
have a hot chocolate.
You,
With some
you went to
milk.
Starbucks for hot chocolate, Dre?
Dude, I don't drink coffee, dude. I
They're,
don't
they're a famous
drink
coffee
you know?
place, not
Yeah,
a
they-
hot chocolate place.
You know, but you would think
Yeah.
they got all that foamy stuff for the coffee and all that kind of stuff they're putting in coffee, but you can't do that for a hot chocolate.
Starbucks sucks anyway.
Oh, I agree on that.
Yeah,
Problem is,
I've never been a
wife likes it,
Starbucks fan.
my daughters like it, granddaughter likes them. I'm like, dude, y'all Starbucks yourself on down the street. Don't ask me to fit the bill.
I don't know if anybody got a Circle K in their state, but they make a mean coffee. We got a service station called Circle K.
Yeah, we got Circle K's like Skittles out here. Circle K's and 7-Eleven.
Everywhere, right? Yeah, they
Yep.
make a mean coffee. Right now they got a coconut rum coffee.
Now,
Seasoned
the only
special
thing
coconut
now, when
rum
you go
coffee.
into these convenience stores, it's not so much it's up to the clerk. If the
Coconut
clerk
rum
is someone who's on their job,
boutique.
who's changing out the coffee like they're supposed to. Yeah, you
Mhm.
can get a cup of coffee up in there. What people tell me, but a lot of time, even when I used to work at Stop and Go Circle K as a kid, 40 something years ago, you can tell the difference when you first walk in the door. You get that burnt coffee smell, but somebody ain't paying attention because the old glass pots back in the day still sitting on a burner and ain't hardly nothing in it. Just burning the
Oh,
coffee.
now they got new machines now, Dre,
Well,
where
they got
It
those
grinds it
big
and
tall
everything for you.
silver dispensers on most of them, and some of them
the
got
one
those
with the coffee beans in them.
Yeah, the new ones you grind.
Yeah, the new one has the
Burn
beans in it, chops them up right there and makes your coffee.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. You can smell that burnt coffee when you walk right in the door. Sometimes
Oh yeah.
it's like all depends who's operating that stuff, man. If you go to a real busy one, I mean, just get customers just in line. Ain't no telling what you might get handed. That means the clerk ain't got enough time to maintain what's going on. Because they up there ringing up folks left and right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that jar?
Is that supposed to be homemade salsa?
Yeah,
That-
that's homemade peppers.
That's lemon drops and ghost peppers, which will end up being a hot sauce.
Wait a
Fermentation-
minute.
The fermentation process has started. You can kind of see. I already cracked it earlier, but bubbles. It's foaming pretty good today.
You made that, Donald?
I make hot sauce every year, sir.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Last year I made a hot sauce with the ghost peppers and made it a blackberry. I called it a blackberry bit. It is good.
What do you ferment it in?
You what?
What liquid do you use to ferment it in?
At 2% brine, 2% salt
Right.
by weight, and let the natural yeast and bacteria start the fermentation.
Yeah, when the ex used to do it, she used to put slices of lemon and Scotch bonnet chilies in salt and water.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, hey, you're the one that was throwing it around. Come here.
Yeah. So on the way to these games, I usually stop at McDonald's and get a double cheeseburger bundle, just to get the fries, just get something in me so I don't get hungry during the game. I think I'm stopping at Jimmy John's. They got a new sandwich, smoked cheddar bourbon club, roast beef bacon, smoked cheddar cheese, sriracha bourbon sauce, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen today.
You wonder why you still taking them water pills, huh?
Bacon and cheese.
I'm gonna get me one of those.
Yeah. Like I said, you gotta learn to say no, Joe. Just keep on rolling, dude.
I know a lot.
I've just
I've
had
been eating at home.
All right,
Red
you
beans
ready
and
for this,
rice and-
Donald?
What's up?
Thank you.
I tell you, Don, that you and your grandson there, y'all look like twins, man.
Yeah, it's granddaughter.
Granddaughter, I'm sorry.
And
Put a ribbon in that baby's hair.
it can't.
How many, how many, how many peppers you think in this bottle, Don?
Oh, are those? What
Got
are
the
those?
Sinead O'Connor look.
This one, I'm scared of this one. I don't know if you can
Oh.
see it. I'm scared of this one. But
Yeah, that one
this
looks frightening.
Ooh-wee.
What are those?
The pepper bottles.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what kind of peppers those were.
So I'm looking.
Yeah, I couldn't be neither. That's my mom. That's my mother's work.
Yeah.
Now, were those packed in oil or water?
Again, I couldn't tell you. That's my mother's work. I don't do hot sauce.
Oh,
I don't do hot sauce.
so those are
But
just
mind
decoration.
you,
So you just have them for decoration.
no, that's my mother's. Okay, my mother has a garden. She grows, you know what I'm saying, all the peppers and stuff. In fact, you might have seen some of the plants on the deck. So that particular bottle right there, she made, I want to say about a year ago. And it sat on the
Year.
deck, I want to say, for at least 3 months, marinating in the sun, in the night, in the
Open
sun.
eye.
Man, listen. Yeah, I dare not open that thing. Little one.
Yeah, I'm a kind of a. I like hot stuff.
Little one. Look at Donald glowing. Donald got the baby in his arms and he's glowing. Don't try to change your facial expression now.
That's a light.
That's a
I'm
light
not
behind.
glowing. That's a light behind me there. I'm not glowing.
John, do you make chili oil as well?
I have. In fact, I've got some Thai peppers that I probably will be doing chili oil with those. I didn't know what to do with the Thais, so I was thinking maybe do chili oil.
Yeah.
He was loving Grandpa's ear.
Few drops of chili soup. Yeah.
Nobody thinks you're cute.
Yes, we do.
Nobody likes you.
He says, yeah, I do.
You-
About to
You're
slap you.
stinky. You got graham cracker all over your face. You're basically a monkey. You're basically we tamed you. We tamed you. We cut off your tail, and we're hoping to teach you how to talk. At least not poop yourself.
He said this way.
Okay. You see it? He said,
Wait till she slaps him.
Yeah, and start, when she starts throwing the poop around the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
What's up, Mr. JRC?
So they're getting her ready for Halloween. She's gonna be Sinead O'Connor.
I can't remember what she's going to be. The boys, they were thinking about making or getting monkey costumes for the boys.
Oh,
Well, they'll complain about the full thing, but these are basically hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
And
put her in a pram and make her Rosemary's Baby.
and I was thinking if just dress her up in khaki and make her the zookeeper.
I saw a cute post. I think it was on Facebook or whatever. Where his parents with a baby, and the parents were dressed as 2 bags of ice, and then they had the baby said baby, so it's ice, ice, baby.
Oh, God.
That's kind of funny.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's. Why are you chewing your clothes up?
Because you're not
Why?
fit.
Feed that child.
It's called my teeth are coming and you don't know it, but you going to hear about it when I get to making
I'll
up.
tell you.
Oh, you got lots of teethers. You got lots of teethers, don't you? Smile. Smile so they can see your teethers. Smile so they can
Got
see
some
your
choppers
teethers.
already.
Smile so they can see your teethers. Smile.
Mhm. Yeah, you got to get a few of them.
Different. Ow.
You gotta reach over and bite him on the cheek and show him all the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The clothes must taste like grandpa now.
Ow.
Yeah,
How old
you
is
need
she?
to get graham crackers with chocolate covering on it.
Hey, Don, how old is she?
9 months.
Get away, get away.
And it only took 8 months in it. February.
It was
Enjoy
late
your
January.
life.
Yeah, 8 months.
Now, how old are the boys?
Oh shoot, they play tomorrow.
No, well, coming up on 9 months.
Yeah, but how old are the boys?
Oh, 4 and 5.
March, April, May, June, July,
Count
August.
February. Count February. It was late
Late February.
January.
Coming up to
Late
8 months.
January.
Late January.
Late January, right.
Because they were going to induce on my birthday, which is February 2nd, but she came a few days early.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Thank you, Taco John's.
So yeah, we can't be sharing the same day, Granddad. I'm gonna need my own
Oh.
presents.
They were going to induce. It actually saved her daddy because they were going to induce on my birthday, so she can be my birthday present. But his mom's birthday is also February 2nd, and so he didn't want to induce her on his mom's birthday, and had convinced him to induce a couple days earlier, and then she came earlier than that, and that saved him.
Mhm. But late enough in January to be the same star sign.
She's still my birthday present. I just got to open her a little bit early.
Mm.
Y'all got the same sign? Is what he asking?
I don't know. I don't know about. I think I'm an Aquarius.
You think you're an Aquarius? Is what you just said?
Yeah.
You don't know what your sign is, Donald? How old are you?
He just don't believe in that kind of stuff.
I'm pretty. Yeah, I'm an Aquarius.
I think the signs change about the 23rd of the month, somewhat like that.
Yeah, anywhere between like the 19th and 23rd, they shift.
Didn't they
When I
just
learned about
readjust them like a few years back?
When I learned about it, I associated it with this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. So yes, I'm an Aquarius. But yeah, I don't. I don't think I ever cared about horoscopes.
There's actually something to it. I mean, probably not what everybody makes it crack up to be, but there definitely is something to it.
What are you doing? You're not getting the iPad. You are not getting it.
She said, "You don't know how much I'm getting from you."
You are not getting it. You are not getting it. No, 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 no.
Like my granddaughter, she looks at me and I'll say something to her, and she'll look at me and give me a finger and say no. And I'll say, "What did you tell me?" "I'm sorry." Goes right back. "I'm sorry."
You're funny. You're
You better be sorry.
funny.
Yeah, she tries to play her little games when I tell her it's time to go take a nap. She goes, "Want a cookie?" I said, "No, you gotta go take a nap." "Want milk?" "No milk." "Gigi?" "No." "Want mama?" "No, go take a nap." "No." Go
Anything
through a
but that.
list. You go through a list. "Want a cookie? Want to eat?" And I
No.
said, "No, you're going to bed. Come on."
What are you doing?
And she tears up. She'll tear up back there and try to play that game. I said, "It ain't gonna work. Go to sleep. Turn over." Make her turn over and lay down. And she'll look at me and go,
We want a
"Lay
cookie."
down." Then she goes right to sleep. 'Cause I can tell when she's that tired.
Joe,
She'll be over
can
there
we have
yawning, laying down.
We want a cookie, Joe.
Yeah. See if I could get her into the back and make her take a nap. I make her get over there and get way in the middle of the bed. She gets in the middle of the bed. As soon as she knocks out, I climb in next to her and I knock out with her. He gets me about an hour of sleep.
Okay.
I could reload before she wakes up.
You've got to scare your daughter and teach her how to say cookie the way the Cookie Monster does it.
Cookie.
Yeah.
Cookie.
So
Okay.
she's gonna be coming in less than an hour?
Yeah, they should be at the daycare now, looking at it. That one they want, she goes to another one tomorrow. And that's the one she wants to go to. She wanted to see both of them though. One's a Montessori and one of them's a teaching like daycare. And they only have 12 kids in each class. And they feed them breakfast, they feed them lunch. And then they go from 12 to 2, it's nap time. So they put them down. And then at 2, after 2:30, you can start picking them up like that. So or you can keep them there till 6 o'clock. So it's like they open at 7 in the morning, they could do it all the way up to 6 o'clock. It's a one price thing. So it doesn't matter if you do it from 8, like 9 to 6, 9 to 3, it's the same price as 7 to 6. So, but they teach them like that, and they separate them, and there's no televisions. There's not one-on-one, it's 12 of them in there, but they got people in there to teach them and work with them and different things.
Right.
And but it's like $250 a week. It's like $1,000 a month.
Damn.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Oh.
And she wanted to do 3 days a week. If you do 3 days a week, it's the same price. So she tells me she makes enough to do it. I said, well, if you make enough to do that, why don't you pay me back what you owe me? You know?
Yes, she can't now. She's got $1,000.
In essence, though, Joe, you can look at it like this. If she gets the daycare, it takes a lot off your shoulders. So that's kind of a little bit of a payback.
That's worth a payback right there.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I wouldn't mind 2 days a week, 3 days a week. But
Or
5 days
once in
a
a
week,
while.
7 hours a day, it gets tough.
Yeah.
Don will tell you. It gets tough because it's not like I'm just sitting here. Then tonight I got 2 games. Tomorrow I got a parade to shoot, the homecoming parade. Then the next day I got another game. You know, it's like, and I'm editing all day, most of the day Saturday, actually, not about 2 hours. So I edit on Saturday. Then by the time I finish editing, I'm tired. I go back and lay down for a couple hours. Like, and I'm on a stupid schedule right now. I can't get out of it. I've been trying. I go to bed about 10 o'clock, and I'm laying there till about 1 o'clock. I can't sleep. I got to take something to go to sleep. But I got to start getting to sleep around 10:30.
You know what that is, Joe?
And yeah.
It's called loneliness, man.
No, it's not loneliness. I'm not unwinding.
It's called loneliness, man.
He's not lonely. He's got 3 dogs.
I'd rather loneliness than drama.
Look, he got 3 dogs. I got 4 cats. Guess what? I'm still lonely.
You got a dog and a cat.
It's
always
curling up
drama.
with that baby and taking a nap in the middle of the afternoon.
That might be what it is.
I'm telling you what it is. Listen, especially when you get to our age, right? Men with spouses, they don't have problems sleeping. But us who are by ourselves, like you say, we can lay down at 10, might not fall asleep to 1, 2, get right back up to 7, 8. Yeah.
Don't even get off the live streams till like 3.
You understand? It's lonely. It's loneliness.
But I tell you, Wednesdays are coming too fast for these Wednesday games. It's like the other day I was standing out there and one of the officials looked at me and said, "Boy, you look tired." I said, "Yeah," and I went through what I'm doing. I said, "This Wednesday is coming too fast." Because the Wednesday games are the hard ones because it's 2. You got one that starts at 5:30
Back to
and it's
back.
only 8-minute quarters. And then they get about a 15-minute break between games and start another game 10-minute quarters. And those games, the 10-minute games, seem like a freaking high school game because there's a lot of passing and there's a lot of timeouts and everything else. Whereas the freshman game, the first 8 minutes is a running clock. they don't stop the clock at all. So the first 8 minutes goes fast. The second 8 minutes will stop on an incomplete pass, on timeouts, and out of bounds.
Yeah, about,
So
yeah.
because they don't want they don't want that extra hour in the game or half hour in the game. And in the third quarter, they do the same thing, run the clock. In the fourth quarter, they slow it down.
You got my phone? You sure?
They ought to do that with JV too. They really ought to.
Yep. Thank you.
But I've only got, I think, 3 more weeks of the Wednesday nights. So in a couple of weeks, I'll be finished after this with Wednesday nights. But then we're popping into beginning of getting ready for basketball. That's a whole different story there. Like a Friday night game with football, and I could have a Monday night, a Tuesday night, and a Thursday night basketball. And basketball technically is a harder thing because they might be shooting freshman, JV, and varsity 3 games. But I'm sitting down right there, you know. I don't have to get up. The only thing I got to do is walk from one end to the other. Switch. A whole different way of shooting. I gotta get my envelopes together because I got team pictures on the 26th, 28th, whatever that Saturday is. Not this week, but next week. 18th, 19th, 26th. I haven't even made up their posters for this year. How I'm gonna do them.
You slipping? Don't start slipping now. You on top of your game.
Well, no, I got all the different formats. I just got to decide if I want to keep it basically like I do and change the coloring a little bit around, or do I want to? I'm thinking about the volleyball the last 2 years. They've been putting up like a high key background white with the players. So it's the player on a high key background, and then since the school colors are blue, they've got a blue border around it, and all the lettering and everything else is blue on it, and it looks pretty nice. I'm thinking about doing it this year, but only thing different is having a basketball goal in the background. So having a high key with a basketball goal, and the floor would be the basketball, but it'd be a high key. And I may even stick in a top Skipper Nation because that's on I may go out there. I might just go out there and shoot a picture of the gym on an angle and use that as a background because it's got a big sign now on one side is the Skipper Nation. They've changed it around a whole bunch. I might do that. It only takes a minute to change that picture out, and if it looks good, then I got it. You know, I'm done. Yeah, that's a good idea. Catch it on an angle this way, and it's got Skipper Nation and the player right there. I think that look good because it gives them something to look back at. They'll know that's where we played at. You know, right, Donald? I think that'll work. Skipper Nation one. A lot of times I make them up and change them 3 or 4 times, so I didn't even worry about it right now. Oh. Early voting starts Friday in Louisiana. It's not fair. They sent me this. It says I voted, right? It was in my voting. Well, it was a little sticker you got. A few years ago, they had one. It was the blue dog. It was a piece of art light, and the stickers was selling on eBay for $30 a piece because they had the little blue dog on it, and it just showed I voted, and the stickers they got they're giving people at the place completely different. Shoot.
So Joe, you're gonna buy the Air 3S as well?
No.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on down
Well, as of right now, no.
All right, so I'm going out for a little bit.
Kinds of cops here. 3 cops, couple cars. The guys are standing on the sidewalk. They've got guys surrounding a dude.
You need a, as you're driving by, you need to turn up the radio. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do?
I should have been blaring
That'd be
it.
funny. You need to
You
put
guys
it
see
on your
the-
phone and hook it to the thing.
Did you see the lights as I drove by?
No.
Lance, is it sunny out there or cloudy?
Cloudy. It started raining yesterday, and it's going to rain again today. My daughter comes home from college for the weekend, so it'll be good to see her for the weekend. But it's going to rain like crazy and get cold, and she's not going to like that because she's been in 80-degree weather for the last 3 months.
Where's she go to school?
San Diego.
San Diego. Okay, that's a far cry from up by Seattle where you are.
Yeah. In fact, right now it's 54 at 7:19.
Yeah, it's 10:14 here and it's only 45 degrees. We're supposed to get to a high of 48 degrees today.
Yeah, you guys are further north than we are, I believe.
Yeah.
And we've
So
got
Lance, I just got an email. It says The Real Pro, October 22nd, 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Was that
Real
from me?
Pro, The Real Pro Insta360.
There you go. You need to get it and strap that puppy right on top of your Avata 2.
I never wanted one.
It's kind of cool. You know, you can fly it and then decide what you want to see, and or leave it native and let people look around.
Yeah.
Put it right up on YouTube, and they can drag around the screen looking at different directions if they want to.
So in other words,
Yeah.
what you do is you got it on YouTube and as a video?
Yeah,
Or as a
Yeah.
picture?
Yeah,
I've got a 360 video on my channel of driving dune buggy,
And you can just move it around.
and you can look around
Yeah.
with your phone.
So you've got 2 options. You can reframe it if you want to, or you can make it a 360 video. So you've got the option in the software to decide what you want to do.
So what you're saying that would be pretty cool going through the tugboat.
Yes, I agree. You need to fly that puppy right through the tugboat.
Yeah, about $2,000 in the water. Yeah. Okay. All
Uh-huh.
together. All together.
We're strapping on that drone you won.
I didn't win it. You heard what happened?
No, what happened?
I won it. And then the next show, Art's talking to somebody and says, yeah, Lambo should be getting his drone. He sent,
No way.
he sent it to Lambo.
So did Lambo send it back?
I told him keep it. I said, I don't need it.
Okay. Okay.
I said, y'all don't need to be spending extra money. Keep it.
Yeah.
Well, I put a post on Facebook today. They found a dead body behind the dumpsters outside his apartment today.
Yeah, I saw that.
He thinks an overdose or something.
Yeah,
So
whose
Joe,
apartment?
Hmm?
Behind whose apartment?
Art.
I think Bucky got it.
I was hoping it was
Art,
Bucky.
the serial killer.
So, Bill, if you get the Insta360, get the Insta360 1 2X. The footprint is smaller and it's lighter. It doesn't give quite as good video, I don't think, as the 3X or the 4X, but they're real bulky and heavier if you're going to fly with a drone.
Yeah, I almost bought it a couple years ago. I actually had it purchased and thought about it overnight and canceled it. I said, I don't know if I use it.
Yeah, the 2X it's sufficient for what I need it for. You know, and it's not, obviously it's not true 4K because it wraps around the 360 degrees in 4K, so it spreads it out. So it's really 720 probably, or maybe 1080. I don't know, you know, what the resolution is at the way you're looking at it, but it's not super high quality.
Yeah, almost bought the one that will fit on the Air 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Sphere. I love
The
that.
Sphere. I almost bought that. I purchased it, and then I wound up canceling it the next day.
I'm going to go fly a corn maze, you know, for Halloween. I'm going to go fly one with this Sphere and bring it pretty low and kind of. I won't go through the maze, but I'll be, you know, 10 feet above it, so you can kind of look around and see it. So I'm going to do that probably next week.
I gotta get Johnny to call up. They got a pumpkin patch up by him, and it's called Pumpkin. It's actually the town's called Pumpkin Center, and they got a big open field with like so many acres with nothing but pumpkins, and they've got it set up like a big pumpkin patch, and it's all right now. And I need to find out if we can go out and fly that thing.
Yeah, you know, if it's you know, depending on what airspace it is, you know.
Oh, airspace is okay. But it depends on the people too.
Well, take off across the street and fly before they open, so you're not flying over people. That's what I do. That's what I do with this. You know,
I want to do it two ways. I want to do it with the Mavic 3, but I want to do it with the Avata 2. You see?
Yeah.
That way I can get low above the pumpkins. You know, make it look a little bit better.
Yes.
So I want to make sure and tell them, look, I'll give you a video. You can use it for whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But I need to find out. That's a good idea. I might find out when they open, because I still might be able to do the Avata that way too.
Yeah.
They might let you use the Neo. I mean, that's not going
to. I'm not going to do the Neo out there. I want to get the best video I can. So it's either the Mavic 3 or the Avata 2. The Avata 2 does pretty good video.
You don't want the second best video. You want the first best.
Yeah. Actually, it would be the third best.
Oh.
Because the best drone ever is the Avata 2. The Mavic 3, I say, is the second best.
I love my Mavic 3.
Yep. You got the Air 2S too, right?
I do, yes.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What picture you think is the best? Between the
Mavic 3. The Mavic 3.
You're talking about pictures or video or both?
Both. I would have to pixel peep on the pictures, I think. But I would guess.
I think the pictures are better myself on the 2.
On the 2?
Yeah, I just think they got a little more Christmas to it. Because I think sometimes it looks like the Mavic 3 is a little flat to me with some things. But then the Air 2S doesn't look flat.
And are you shooting one in D-Log and one in regular?
I shoot them both in regular. I ought to try D-Log.
Okay.
I don't want to do like cooking. I don't want to do extra work.
Yeah. I'll do D&G and pre-bake that, but D-Log I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight that in Premiere. I agree with you there.
Yeah, I do enough extra work on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Friday nights when I shoot pictures. Because everything I shoot's raw, so I got to come back and do everything.
7:30. 9:00.
Well, I tell you what, the Lightroom, the upgrade to Lightroom is last Lightroom. They've
Yeah.
got that AI denoise. I shot,
Oh, I do.
yeah, last year I shot a softball game over at Covington. The first time I ever shot at Covington softball, and their lights
Yeah.
are terrible. It's like shooting in the back, like the back of your house. You know, it's like no lights, it's nothing. No, I mean, it was terrible. And I looked at them and I did everything I could manually. And I had them where they at least were presentable enough the way they could go to the paper. And I told my editor, I said, man, I apologize that these lights suck. And I had the settings that I used for all to keep the grain out of it, but it still didn't look right. It didn't have the grain, but it didn't look right. Then I always manually do it. I looked down and I saw denoise and it was AI. And I went, hit that thing. Lord, you talking about a difference.
Yes, exactly. My kids, my yearbook kids are loving that with the football games because they can completely take out that noise. It's really nice.
It enhances the picture, gives it a little more depth, gives everything.
Yep. It's amazing what technologies, what it's come to.
Yeah, I found out that like the other day I was stupid. I shot the game on Wednesday, and the last part of the game I switched a setting on my lens, took custom off, and just turned it off. I said, let me try this because it was a JV game, and I saw the difference and I didn't like it. So I put it back on custom 1 because I have it set up for different things. So
Yeah.
when I went to the game Friday night, I forgot to switch it. And I'm getting the pictures back. I'm saying, what the hell's wrong with these pictures? I said, oh, damn. So when I saw that, I went back and changed it so I don't have it again. And, but I looked at them and it wasn't that bad, but I had a couple of pictures in there that were that bad that I used that enhancement on, and geez. I said, and you could batch it too. That's another thing. You could highlight all of them and denoise them all at once.
Yeah,
now,
and
it's going to take a while, but it'll do it.
Yes, it does take a while. So you're doing that in Camera Raw, not in Lightroom, correct?
No, in Lightroom.
Okay, so it has the same feature. I very rarely use Lightroom, just because I've got to do other things, and so I do everything in Camera Raw, and then go over to Photoshop with them.
Yeah, I do Lightroom and bring them in that way. And I take the first picture in Lightroom and I go through all the different settings manually and get everything right. And then once I get the colors right and get everything that looks right, say I'm at like Hammond, I'll take that picture and I'll say, okay, everything looks right. And I'll put a preset, Hammond Stadium night. So I'll leave it there. So now when I go there tonight, the first one I go in there, I'll hit that and then see what it looks like. Normally it'll work. I don't have to adjust anything. Sometimes you got to tweak it just a little. Just depends on the lighting and all the time. Yep. So you might have to tweak it a little bit. And then once you tweak it, I run it across and sync them all because I've got all my lens corrections on it, my detail on it. And that way I don't screw around and forget to put a lens correction on something. And then you got a flat picture instead of the regular picture.
It's a great starting point to get you started, so you don't have to start from scratch.
Yep.
The thing I like about Camera Raw over Lightroom is I can select all the images in Camera Raw, make one change on one of the images, and it does it right away. Where Lightroom, you've got to do one and then you copy everything onto the others. It just saves one step. Not a big deal, but just just another step in Lightroom, which you would think that
you're talking about Camera Raw and Photoshop?
Yeah.
So what do? You import everything into that?
Yep, I import everything into Camera Raw. I select all the images. I start on one image. When you open it, it always defaults to whatever image you're clicked on, and then you say a Control-A to select all of them, and then you make all the changes, and it makes them globally immediately. So, I make, an exposure change. It does it to all the images that I've selected. So, I can do a range of, okay, here's the first quarter and this is how dark it was, or, the first 10 minutes of the game or whatever. I select all of those and make my adjustments, and it does it to just those. Then I go on to my other, how that
Now,
works.
after you make the adjustments on all of them, how do you save them? You just say, you open it and save them, or you?
I can do either. I can say save, or I can say open, and it opens them in Photoshop, and then I can tweak them further if I needed to, and then save them. So it just depends. I can save them right out of Camera Raw. So there's a button that says save, and and it'll save them wherever you decide you want them to go.
Yeah. Might try that tonight and see what it looks. Might be easy.
Yeah, could be.
I'll play with the first game tonight and see what it looks like. If I like it, I might do it.
The save button is in the top right corner of Camera Raw. So, it's that little download.
That's not.
Tell you what, we'll do something real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I might like it better. The pictures the other night at the high school game, since it's October, Mandeville Junior came out with pink jerseys.
Jeez.
See, and I have not seen, because remember the pink socks that the NFL would wear? No one is doing that. They have the mouthpieces are pink. That's it. They don't have any other. So I wonder if they were told that they couldn't do that anymore. That's my guess.
I have no idea. But that was Mandeville Junior High. They wore their pink jerseys.
Yeah.
And since they're red, white, and blue, their numbers had the flag like.
And even the high school games, no one has pink on. I don't know why. Something had to have gone down, and the kids can't wear it anymore. I don't know why.
Well, tonight, I mean, not tonight. Mandeville Friday night will probably, they'll start wearing the pink wristbands and pink gloves and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe it's too early in October. I wouldn't think so, though. I would think it was the whole month.
Well, they did the pink out the first day. And that's shocking. Usually they do it like for homecoming, and that would be this week. It'd be the pink out. But they did where all of them wore pink at the away game. Don't do it at the away game. Do it at your home game.
Yeah, exactly. And we did pink out. We did pink out last week. We had our home game at another high school other than the high school we normally have, because the high school we normally have our game at, we share it with Stadium High School. It was their homecoming game, so we were trumped to another stadium in the city that we had to go to.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. The uniforms, when it comes to the different team uniforms, the principal has a big say in it. Because Mandeville softball, the girls were trying to get a black uniform with the white and blue lettering, and he said, "You're not doing black. You're not doing black like that." He says, "I don't like them. I don't like the way it looks." Baseball didn't ask him and came out with a black uniform like they wanted, so that was a big stink. They were telling baseball they couldn't wear them. Coach said, "We're wearing them, like this," because it went through the booster club and everything, and they didn't know they had to go through the principal with it. So last year, baseball got the black uniforms, and Mandeville changed their whole uniform this year. They didn't get a black one, but they've got different. Their uniforms they have this year. They can alternate different things and get about 6 different looks.
Some clown took my parking spot.
Heads
are going to roll.
I think it's 8 different looks. There's a different helmet. They can wear the white helmet with the blue, blue helmet with the white, blue helmet with the blue. You can wear the white pants with the blue and the white helmet.
Melvin.
That's just what they do. They mix them.
Miami.
There it is.
And he keeps one dressed in the locker room. It shows everybody, this is your uniform for this week. Make sure it's right. I'm shocked that they haven't pushed the issue and getting the black with the blue either.
God.
Justin's hard at work. He needs to share Paul's podcast on the bus with all those kids, so Paul gets about 100 more followers.
He's not on the bus yet. He's on training.
Okay, guys, this is the Paul Murray Show with friends, Studio B.
Yeah. No, he's just doing training this week in a classroom. So,
And the kids would say, "Yeah, this is awesome." A bunch of old dudes staring at each other. This is what we want to watch.
You know, he could be standing up in front of the bus with his phone pointed to the kids.
He's gonna be on that playing Fortnite with him. What are you talking about?
Look, I was thinking the same thing now. Just as a Fortnite player, the whole school.
Yeah. He'll be playing on the bus and kids will be swinging from the rafters and he's like fighting
Get a
off.
business called Infinity Gaming and give it to everybody.
Yeah,
This is my
villains.
Fortnite. I'm a YouTube sensation. Come on my show.
Gonna be a lot of stickers in that school.
Yeah.
Speaking of stickers, Joe.
Giggles is putting his on everything he can find.
it's
Sticker.
not just one school. It's about 3 different levels. So it's elementary and high school,
Yeah.
junior, and so they deliver to different schools.
Where is TJ?
He's around here somewhere. Might
He
be
was-
working.
He was in the chat.
Yeah, I tell you, the schools have changed so much though. 'Cause when I was shooting years back in the 80s and 90s, we go to we had a guy, Joe Giacone. This guy, he told me, he said he had a photography business and he merged with O Gallery. He sold his schools to O Gallery. He still got his commissions, but they got like 10%. And they had all employees, everything. And he used to pull me to work with him. And he told me one day, he said, let me tell you, you make your first million and you spend it. When you make your second million, you save it. Like that. This guy was loaded. And he, I had to shoot something one day. He handed me like $10,000, like $20,000 worth of cameras to use. Use these, bring them back, But the difference in the schools, the difference in the schools were you get to the 3rd grade or 4th grade like this, and they sit there and the little girl would sit there and she'd be laughing and the boy would say something to her and you'd say, "Oh, is that your boyfriend?" Like that. "Oh, no." And she started giggling and you take a picture, Yeah. But now, boy, you can't do none of that.
Catch him in a blush mode.
Yeah. They sit there and they go, "No." And she'd be laughing and the boy would say something to her. Yeah, we'd have fun with it.
Somebody got feedback.
He's got it on.
We got echo.
Turn this. Come on.
Catch him in a blush mode.
Lance is new at this.
I am new.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's new at this. He flies to Avada too, Oh, tries to fly to Avada too.
Is Lance gonna get the Neo?
I'm telling you, it's right up his alley.
Lance like to fly too high. He don't want that Neo.
That Neo would be great inside that school. But the Avata 2 doesn't.
In the building, yeah. In the building, yeah.
Lance Newby.
Be in here.
Well, Johnny on
That's right, man.
on Bill's show
be
last night,
teaching.
he held up the Neo and he said, "I want to apologize to everybody. This is a fun little drone."
I don't know.
Who was that, Joe?
Johnny. He said he flew so many flights yesterday with it. On the first day he got it, he said he charged the batteries up 3 times. He was in
Doesn't Johnny have the
golf course.
Avata?
He's got the Avata 2, all of that.
Yeah, he was flying it with the goggles though, wasn't he?
He flew it with everything yesterday.
All right.
From the sticks in FPV mode to the goggles to the motion controller to the RC2 and with his phone and by itself. Did all of it yesterday. He had it following him. They were in a golf court driving around and it was following them all around.
It does look really good following. Definitely.
Yeah. Siri, shut up.
Okay.
Oh, so he likes the Neo then.
Yeah, he said he loved it. Damn bitch. I started talking to her.
You need to be more polite to my girlfriend Siri. She's awesome.
She did just come out of nowhere.
Yeah. She said, "May I help you?" No.
He said, "Sure,
Maybe
shut up."
shoot the
She
phone.
said,
What are you talking
"Okay."
about?
I mean,
Talks to me in the middle of the night, I'll get shot. I'll be laying there in the middle of the night and I'm not asleep yet. So I know I'm not snoring anything. And it's freaking echo in the back will say, "What did you say?"
Might be sleep talking.
I'm sorry, I can't help you with that.
Oh, it's done that too.
Yeah.
Look, when you look at it, right? The Neo, the way I see it anyway, ain't nothing but a mini Avata. So if you got the Avata, you really just decided you wanted something to just play with.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want this to play with Nia.
Yeah.
And Jonathan, I kind of disagree with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So I kind of disagree with you, only in that it does things the Avata won't do. Like,
what's that?
You know, those features. I mean, the Avata won't do those. So it is a little different. Is it worth
like the handheld? And
I guess it's
autonomous.
Each his own, right? So
Now, matter of fact, Lance, you're right, Joe. You just made a point. It's handheld. It's really got the controls on the top of it, so it saves you from having to link your brain. See, that's the thing. When we get a lot of this automatic stuff, right? It literally takes your piloting skills down.
Yeah.
But you're right. It does stuff that the Avata doesn't do. But it's so light, man. That's my problem with it. It's so light. I know the wind is a factor when it comes to flying drone. So you got something that light, you got strong winds. That's scary to me.
Yeah,
you got all your buttons up there.
You want as well. I mean, you
might be 400 feet.
There are different wind ratings or different drones, and this one has its own wind rating. I mean, you can't really say it's a bad drone because it can't handle as much wind as.
Oh no! I'm not saying it's a bad drone. I'm just saying I'm just scared. I'm just scared of it being so light, me personally. But like if you're doing stuff like Lance and Joe do inside a school building, inside a gym or whatever, then it's a beauty because you ain't got no wind.
If you're out on a nice day that has just a light breeze, that's fine. You don't want to fly it on a windy day, but.
I think
that's just being aware of your drone and what it can do.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with the drone. A lot of people get mad at it because it's not something else. I think it's a pretty decent little drone for what it is.
Oh yeah, it's a slick looking little guy. In fact, it would be in my best interest to get one if I call myself wanting to learn FPV, because you figure it does all the things FPV does, and then she's got some strength to her. I've seen that thing get banged up, man. She's got some strength to her. So if a person looking to learn FPV and it never has, like me, that would be where a person should start. I would feel, but
Maybe.
yeah, but I like to soar, man. I like to move through the sky. And I'll never forget that first video I seen at Ovada. Who was it? Philly put it up, and that thing was literally leaning. And see, Philly was up in the air. Philly, Philly be up in the air like I do. That thing was leaning. That was scary. And that was Ovada. That was the first Ovada. I believe they did better on the second one, right? As far as wind resistance?
I like the first one.
You still like the first one?
Yeah, just because it's heavier. But I think it handles a little better.
Wait a minute, the first one is heavier than the second one?
Yeah.
I think it does a little bit. The second one has some really, it's done some things that the Avata 1 didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Like the noise is the big one, of course.
Yeah, the noise.
And then the acro modes, which is kind of fun, for us that don't fly, truly.
Right, they haven't mastered the technique. Yeah.
But and then the footprint is also smaller on the Avata 1, so I can fit through my big toy gaps easier than I can the Avata 2. The Avata 2, I go through these rings that are about, I don't know, is my camera on? I go through these rings.
It's off. There you go.
Big, and there's a whole row of rings. And
right.
The 2, I clunk it too, I hit the sides too much. The Avata 1 is easier to fly through, and just things like that. It's not a big deal, but I'm tending to agree with Joe. It's the third best. The Avata 2 is the third best drone in the world.
Anything for you getting it.
Right, I'm dropping out, guys. I'll see you later. I've got an errand to go.
Okay, Mark.
Later.
Later, Mark.
But imagine the gaps you can go through with the Neo.
Yeah, exactly.
So why haven't they made a second egg? The one we call the first FPV. Yeah.
You talking about the potato?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, potato. Sorry, I said egg, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Potato. Yeah. Why haven't we got a second version of that?
We're gonna call this one the Vienna sausage. Huh?
Does anyone on the panel ever have the potato? Did anyone ever have it? I did not.
I didn't.
No.
I'll be honest with you. I was intimidated when I heard all the speed it'd go and everything. When I thought about it. But you can pick up one right now, a fly mod kit for $700.
Yeah. But I mean that you might as well say that's the oldest one on the lineup right now. They haven't given an upgrade for that.
We need Paul to get the potato. Paul, go buy the potato.
Yeah.
What?
The potato.
What the hell's a potato?
DJI's first FPV that goes 90 miles an hour.
No, I don't need to go with that kind of speed.
Joe said you need it. Joe says
you get your video done faster.
It'd be nothing but a blur.
You won't have to worry about the birds catching you.
Yeah, if you had that, you'd have to slow down for birds.
You ain't lying. You might run slap into one. That was good. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Mrs. Heather's Farm in Hammond, Louisiana. It's Mrs. Heather's Pumpkin Patch.
What's called Mrs. Heather's Pumpkin Patch?
That's the pumpkin patch. I want to go do video. I want to fly the drone.
Ah.
You're gonna fly the Neo there or what?
I want to fly the Avata 2 and the Mavic 3.
The Mavic 3 for a pumpkin patch?
Yeah. that way I get some aerial of it. I don't mean, I might only stay at about 60 feet, 50 feet, just to get the overview. I might go higher to get like a top down, but I'd like to get the Avata 2 and stay about 1.5 feet, 2 feet above them. And that look pretty cool.
She has like rows and rows of pumpkins.
That's what I'm trying to see.
If she does, I would think you want a smaller drone. You can pull a fly through.
That's what I'm thinking.
So Joe, I just put a link into the one I'm going to try to fly before the end of the month. And you kind of see what Carpenito Brothers looks like.
Yeah, I'm looking at
They change the maze every year, so I don't know if that's the maze that they have now or not. But they tend to change it every season. That wasn't the one that was there last year, though, because I flew it last year. And they didn't have two broken up. If you go to that page, and you scroll down a little bit. So that might be this year's maze. I don't know.
No, all she's got out there, it's pumpkins laying all over the ground. It's not like in the plants. It's not growing. It's just laying all over the place. And one thing they do have, they've got an old truck, Mater, from the cartoons thing, Mater. They got a truck made up like him.
So
It's a big open field with like hundreds of pumpkins. Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Paul, can you make me bigger? Or somebody?
I don't know what Paul, he's not here right now.
So anyway, they have this sign of the pumpkins and you stick your head through. We've all seen these before. And I take a picture of my daughter every year, and I add to her.
Blow Lance up.
There, he's got it.
Blow Lance up.
Yeah.
I was blown up. Now I'm not.
Yeah, I had you blown up.
Oh,
I just took you off.
And so that one, I add her every year to how old she is. So she's 20 this year. We didn't do one last year because she was in San Diego, but she's going to be home this weekend. So I'm going to put 20 of her around this sign and print it out. And I give it to my wife, her mom, and she loves it. I sneak into my wife's classroom and hang it, and I make a big poster of it. And
nice.
Her kids get a kick out of it, and she really likes that because it's my daughter's birthday, and so I've got to try to get 20 of her around this sign this year. And
all of them.
They're all your kids?
Yeah, those are all my kids. I've got.
Wow.
Lean forward, Paul. Lean
forward, Paul.
17 of them.
Hold on.
I have
all of
17
those
twins.
are your children, Lance?
Lean forward, JJ.
And the cool thing is I give that assignment to my kids here in my building on Photoshop and say, this is how you do this. So they learn how to mask and they learn how to, duplicate, and they learn how to use layers. And I usually don't use one because this would be like 18 layers because there's 17 of the kids or 17 girls. I usually do an older one that has 5 or 6 of her.
Man, you playing. I want to learn to be a player like Lance.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bambinos there, buddy.
Yeah, who was that? Sean Kemp, Seattle Sonics basketball player, had like 10 kids from 10 different wives or something. I don't know exactly. Probably exaggerating.
I want a pumpkin patch that's a real pumpkin patch with all the greenery and the pumpkins all in it. That's what I want.
See, and this one used to be
pumpkins
that way, the one that I go to, but now they plow under the plants and then they just put the pumpkins in the field. And I don't like
this isn't even plowed under, it's just on grass.
See, and these are in mud. These are like in a mud field.
Yeah.
So if it rains, it's kind of a bear to walk through.
See, it would still work, but it wouldn't work as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, this is the one in Hammond, Louisiana. Pretty sure no, this is Albany. This is the right one. This is Albany, Louisiana. It's right by Pumpkin Center.
You put a link in the chat. What did you do?
No, I didn't. This is the one I'm looking at. Yeah, they got a strawberry farm too. Now that would be on the plants. Yeah, now that one. Johnny flew.
Do they have a maze? No maze?
No, if they had a maze, that would be cool.
You suck. Go to one with a maze.
They suck, not me.
You suck for picking this one.
Well, it's the only one in the area.
Okay, well, hey, you need to walk up to them and say, "Do you know who I am?" And they'll build that maze quicker than it'll be
I want
done.
a maze by the end of the day.
Yeah, there you go.
Just go up and tell them you want to be amazed.
Yeah. Paul pull out his book of art jokes.
You guys have seen the cornfield with just one stalk of corn standing in the middle of it. It says corn maze for blondes.
Oh, really?
Wow. Freeze warning issued for millions with the coldest temperatures in months coming.
I saw the best one yesterday on YouTube. It was on Instagram. The guy walks up and the girl's blind, right? And he walks up and he says, I have an imaginary string like this. And she looks at it, she goes, okay, watch. He says, I'm gonna put it in your ear and I'm gonna pull it to the other side. He says, here, grab this side like this. And she grabs it and he goes, jerk it quick that way. And she jerks it, he goes, slaps her in the face. She goes,
Okay.
I'm gonna kill you. That was funny. She goes, I'm gonna kill you.
Baby girl, you're tired. You need to just go to sleep. Take your morning nap.
Nat.
You can take
She
your
got
morning
she got
nap.
Don crying.
She doesn't like to stop. And sleeping is stopping for a little bit.
Yep. That's the same thing with Lily. She'll be sitting there yawning and you can see her eyes rolling like she's getting ready to go out. And I say, come on,
They
go take a
snap their
nap.
heads up.
No. Cookie? Want cookie? Want to eat?
So what time does Lily get there?
I'm expecting her any minute. She went at 9
Joe,
o'clock.
Joe, you said that Pumpkin Patch had a truck made up like Mater.
Yeah, like meter.
You know, I'm half an hour from the original Mater.
Oh.
When
Wow.
Pixar people came when he traveled the country and they were looking for stuff and they came across this tow truck over in Galena, Kansas. That's what they based Mater on. And there's a
Wow.
guy over there who can turn his feet all the way around backwards. And that's why Mater is fastest backwards driver. It's because there's a guy over there. I think he lives in Riverton and he can turn his feet all the way around. And if you watch the extras on the original
God,
Cars
that's got to be
DVD.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
turning your feet all the way around backwards.
Well, yeah, of course it's weird. But if you and you can look it up on YouTube, look at the extras. But the original Mater is over there in Galena, Kansas.
Wow.
And of course now they have that original tow truck done up with eyeballs, so he looks like he belongs in cars. And they have a one that looks a lot more like the Mater from the show there, and they've got Doc Hudson, they've got
Hmm.
Go to sleep.
Said no.
Girl.
Yep.
I need to stop talking. It's keeping her.
Keeping her awake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Joe is in anticipation of his little girl showing up.
Yeah, I'm anticipating. All right. That's what you can call it. Yeah, we had a lot of movement outside. People walking up and down stairs.
Still no word on you're getting your.
Not a thing. I get an update every month saying that it was submitted to the courts. So, yeah, because I don't want to. I just signed a new lease for another year. It goes January 1st. It goes into effect. But I tell you what, I'd probably, if I got the money, I'd probably keep the lease. Like I said, if I bought that house or bought something like that needed work, or if I bought a piece of property and decided to build a house, I can stay here and get the house built and take its time, get it done right, get it done the way I want it. Because if I get the money that they're telling me I'm gonna get, and I can build a house I want, I'm thinking about doing shipping containers, getting a couple of acres and do shipping containers, and doing it to where it's like a three bedroom with the shipping containers, and then have like a couple of or one bedrooms on the side, or two bedrooms, put another two bedroom or two of them on there. So if I got family come in, like the son comes in with his wife, they could stay in one of those. Just have them on there, and then they could have them all later. My other son could come live there. They have his own place.
Shipping container.
Yeah, you get the shipping containers, and they can build those things on the inside. They look better than
Yeah,
houses. Some of them.
I've seen a couple of them on YouTube.
Yeah. I'd love to have that up in Folsom. Have about maybe 10 acres and have like mine be like a 3-bedroom and have it like the way I've got the 3 bedrooms in one area with the kitchen and and then have another one that comes off of it. That'll be like a den area and in my office. So I've got like a big den, the kitchen area, the 3 bedrooms and that. And then, like I said, even if I could put 3 other ones in there reasonably, just put them around it. Like have the main one here and they have one here, one here, one here. Like a little 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
And that's just for the kids, that's theirs if they want them, That way they're close, but they're not close. You know what I mean? They're in their own.
As strange as it sounds, a shipping container really isn't a bad idea.
Well, no.
I mean, if it's big enough, if it's big enough, like you said, to fit a 3-bedroom in, then yeah, that's really not a bad idea. Especially for like when you have storms and stuff. That'd be like the safest place to go.
You can do the 40-foot ones. 2 40-foot ones have a 3-bedroom and one of them with a big kitchen. And you
need to put 2 of them together.
You put the second one, like on an angle, so you're going, a little bit different.
You could T-shape it or L-shape it.
Yeah. Yeah, do an L shape like that. Have your driveway come around right in the middle, in the front, and then have in the back have one of them here, one of them here, and one of them here. So you got like an arrow with 3 on an angle. You know what I mean? The 2 on the outside facing in and 1 straight. That would be pretty cool. And have that right. Have them about. Say the ones in the back, have them about 100 yards away from the main one, and then have that whole area in the middle fenced off. So, and have gates that they could come in and walk across, have like a pathway. That way you can let your dogs out in that little area. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be like a dog park in the middle.
Are shipping containers built to be waterproof?
Oh, yeah. Yep. And you could have like the end of the shipping container, you could have it where it could still open up and that'd be like a garage, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Pull your
That'd be your
vehicle in.
garage doors. And that's to get your lawnmower out and everything else you need. Have that completely closed off the way you only way to get into it is from the doors.
You could start a
That way-
business, Joe, call it container construction.
Oh, they got that all over the place.
Yeah, they got it already, actually. Yeah, I've seen it.
And they're reasonable. It's not crazy price, you know?
What
Now-
do one of those run, Ashley? Do you know?
I saw them as low as 30,000 to as high as 200,000, depending
But
what you want.
that's done, right?
That's completely done.
But if you just buy a container, what's the cost to buy a
You
container?
get a container for about 3,000 or 4,000. You know, it'll be all rusty in that. You got to bring it in and clean it up.
Yeah, you got to do all the inside work yourself.
Do all that work yourself. But I'd rather, shoot, if I had the money the Marine Corps is talking about, or my lawyer's talking about, I go and say, look, I want this model here. This is where I want it put. How long is it going to take?
Right.
You know, and let them do what they're doing. Bring it in and set it up. Tell them I want these models. This is how I want it. Get the land, get it all mapped out, get the stuff all put in. You know,
Now, how do you anchor them down? They just put anchors down in the ground, or
Gosh, they
Yeah,
heavy enough. You don't got to anchor them.
yeah, but
well, they're
I would
heavy
think-
enough, but what they do, you know how they fit on the ships, they got the little pegs that hold each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
What they do is they put where the pegs are, they just put the concrete slab, level everything out, put them in there, and anchor them into the slab. And they don't move.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
not gonna move anyway. Now you can unanchor them and take them and move them if you have to. But I think that would be an ideal way to do it. I'd almost want to also have a third layer higher, like a little bit higher, to where you can go
Upstairs.
upstairs,
Right.
yeah, like an upstairs, and have access to the roof. Have the roof set up, so you can go on top of the roof and have the roofs.
Put up a lawn chair, all that.
Yeah. So you can sit up
Barbecue
top
pit.
and look down, fly your drone from there. You know.
That actually sounds like a hell of an idea.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You don't have to worry about a tree falling on you. You know,
Right. None of that. No tree, no storm, no nothing.
and you got that thing locked up, and the doors you put on there, you can put heavy metal doors that when those suckers lock from the inside, ain't nobody getting in there. You know, you're gonna have to cut your way in.
That is
Have a
interesting.
couple of 50 cows on the top. But try cutting that.
Come up in here if you want to.
I dare you. You know. I'd love to be able to do that.
That
I
is
think
very
you could
interesting.
you could do a whole setup like that, buying the land and everything, under $1 million. You know, I think you
Easy.
could.
Especially if you do it yourself. Easy.
Ooh, Hannah got a great clingy dress on today. Lord help. Clinging in all the right spots. She wasn't on this morning. She just came on. Just came on at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Who came on, Joe?
Hannah, the weather girl.
Oh,
I like her when she comes on with her little short skirts at 10 o'clock. And then they do a little talk later. In about another 15 minutes, she'll be sitting on the sofa with him talking with a little short skirt, trying to keep it fixed. That's the only one at Channel 8 I don't know. I've never met. Because she doesn't go out to the parades, anything like that. And she's always in studio. I don't blame her. Her future husband, I wouldn't let her out either. Now they got a girl coming back the next week she'll be back. Lucy Bustamante. This girl, she's probably now in her middle 40s, looks better than she's ever looked. And she went to school at Cabrini High School where my daughter and my ex-wife went. And I shot her pictures back in high school. And she remembers me because every time I used to run into her, she'd have to tell me hello. You know, how I'm doing. She got a kick out of me having kids at the school. My daughter at the school. That's a big family, the Cabrini High School family. Cabrini Weenies. But she comes back. She's been in the big markets up in Philadelphia and Boston and all of that. And she's coming back to New Orleans. She'll be back next week, Monday. I'm looking forward to seeing her again. But they're showing the lakefront in New Orleans, and they got that north wind coming in, and that low lake, water's hitting the seawall, and that water's popping up 50, 60 feet. Maddie better not get too close. That sucker come over and knock her down. I'm just, as choppy as that lake is, I'm shocked they got sailboats out on it right now.
What, my lake?
No, the one by me, Lake Pontchartrain. They got that north wind coming in, and the water's hitting the seawall and flying up about 50 feet straight up.
Wow. Yeah, we got a north wind too, but on Wednesdays, which is today, later today, they'll have sailboat races.
Well, they got sailboats out there now. That's shocking me because it's real choppy.
How big are they? Like 40 footers, 50 footers, or
no? They don't look big.
Just the smaller ones.
Well, they're way out. I can't see when they showed them just now. They were way out, but they look like they're maybe 22, 23 feet. You know, not big. But for being this choppy, I wouldn't be out there. The good news is the Coast Guard station is right there. You know? Yeah, Maddie, the girl that shot pictures over at Slidell, that's one of the anchors. She's out there. Her hair is going like this in the wind. And she's sitting there and she says she's freezing. It's still 58 degrees. Yeah, they told us the high today was going to be 70, right?
Yeah.
But the cold front's coming in right now. Ain't no way they're going to 70. This is probably the high.
Yeah, I'm experiencing right now the high for the day at 11 o'clock. It's 44 degrees.
Yeah, I'm like I said tonight, long pants and a long shirt.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring a jacket just in case.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Bring a windbreaker.
Definitely take a jacket because that wind will cut right through you.
I got a windbreaker I could wear that works perfect. Actually, I'm gonna bring I got a fleece jacket that's even better. Yeah, I bought a fleece jacket from Duluth Trading. Yeah, I put it like this. You put that sucker on, you'll start sweating.
Well, today, being out there shooting a football game isn't a good place to catch the chills, you know?
Yeah, and I'm out in the middle of an open field.
Yep.
Where I'm at, up in Hammond, it's going to be a few degrees colder than me here. And it's a little north. And it's out in an open, wide open field, nothing to break the wind.
Yeah, you take that. You got gloves with the fingers that come off too?
Yeah, I got all of that. I've actually got a hood I could put on. That's a fleece hood that matches the jacket.
There you go.
And I'll be out in 30 degrees wearing that fleece hood, and I've got to actually watch what I'm doing with it because I'll start sweating. That thing, the whole thing makes me sweat.
Now that's the parade tonight?
No, tonight's the freshman and then JV football games.
Okay, so when's the parade?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
That's I gotta be out there at I'd say by 4:30, 5
What
o'clock.
are they call, what are they calling for the weather there?
Gonna be the same as today. Cold. It's gonna be windy tomorrow. That's my issue. So tomorrow I might have to use the Mavic 3. I don't think the Mini 3 Pro will be good enough tomorrow. I think it's gonna be a Mavic 3 day. Because all I'm doing is shooting video. And then Saturday is supposed to be a beautiful day. They got the Wooden Boat Festival Saturday and Sunday. So I'm just gonna make a decision what day I'm gonna go shoot it.
So Joe, where'd your daughter went to daycare?
Yeah, she went to the Montessori one to look at today, just to check it out.
How close is
And
that to you?
I have no idea. I have no idea where it's at. I know the other one is right down the street. That's the one you're gonna look at tomorrow. Now, I think the Montessori one, they've got an opening right now, but the one she wants to give it to is tomorrow. They got a waiting list. I said, find out how long it is.
Yeah,
Yes, she would rather-
you might want to put
Yeah.
her in the Montessori until you can get her into the other one.
Well, yeah, and the Montessori is cheaper than the other one. You know, it's like I think 800 a month instead of 1,000 a month. That extra 200 might make a difference.
Sure.
But she's got to drop her off today because she's got school. She goes to school today, and she gets out at like 2:30. And at 2:30, it means she'll be coming back to pick her up. So she should pick her up by 3, and I'll have everything ready. I'll be ready to go by 3:30. I'm probably not going to leave till 4 because I'm only 15 minutes from the school.
Which is
20
5
minutes.
o'clock our time, right?
Yeah, I'll be 20 minutes from the school, and I'll just go straight in the back gate to the team. I'll get there about the same time the team gets there. But I'm gonna go Monday. I think I'm gonna go to practice, Mandeville's practice. If the weather's good, I'm gonna take the Neo, and I'm gonna put it up and do the follow mode. And have it just, I'm gonna walk around and have it just follow me around.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, just have it follow me around while I'm watching them practice. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Now, what's the flight time on the Neo? 15 minutes or
They're saying 18 minutes,
18? Okay.
but from everything I've seen, people are getting about 12 minutes. You know, depending on the situation. 12 to
Depending on
15
the
minutes.
wind and everything, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you get 15 minutes with this, I think that's pretty good. You see, that's why I bought, when I first started doing drones, I bought the Cetus Pro, the one with the goggles and the everything, you know, and I bought it to fly it in the house. And that sucker cost me $269. That's what it cost. Same price as this. That sucker was uncontrollable in here. It took off, bounced off my 65-inch TV. That scared the hell out of me. Went and knocked the bulb off the Christmas tree. Came flying past my head, and I'm trying to control it. It's not going to listen to me. Came flying by my head, landed in a sink right next to a dish of water. And then I got it again, and it started going. It flew it again. I calibrated everything to make sure. Just got it up in the air again, and it hovered for about 2 seconds and started going all over the place. Chased the dog down the hall. Actually hit the dog and almost got caught in the hair.
That would have excited the hell out of the dog, right?
Well, yeah, you see, that's why I don't think this is going to bother them as much. Because when I was flying it, they were sitting there watching it, you know? And last night I said, y'all want to see a new drone? Come see this. And I showed them, I put it on the ground. Man, they all come running over smelling it, you know, checking it out. And I turned it on, and when it made the noise, they just kind of sat there. Cleo took about 3 steps back and got around the corner and kind of like, I'm going down the hall. You know, just, I'm out with this. Yeah. She's a little more skittish when it comes to something like that. But once I fly it a couple of times, she'll come in here and watch it. You know.
Well, yeah, as long as you've got it under control, it's fine. They probably wouldn't like it if it was out of control.
Yeah, I'm worried about. I had it. It took off when I flew. There's the other thing that happened yesterday. I didn't put it on the ground. I had it launched from my hand. So when I looked at the video, I said, "What the hell is going on? Why is it up in the air?" You know, I forgot I launched it from my hand. You know, so that was pretty cool. Just easy. Started the motors and launched right from my hand.
Did you put your hand out and it landed in your palm?
No, I brought it back and landed it.
Oh.
You know, I didn't land it in my palm. I could have. I didn't think about that. I could have hovered and just stuck my hand out.
Stuck your hand underneath it, because that's what I did, and it works.
Yeah. But I think it's a neat little drone. I figure for the price, it's the same as the Cetus, and you could control it. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I think. So
you have the RC2?
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, I went ahead and I said, you know, I hate to spend another $300, but I could take this little bag I got right here. It's a little DJI bag, a little small one.
Yep.
You know, and I could put the batteries, the controller, and the drone. And then if I go somewhere, I could take this if I'm going like my brothers for Christmas.
Right.
And while they're opening presents, I can hover it and fly it around in the house and get the pictures like that for them. You know, that might be the easiest thing to do. I could take a little charging brick and stick it in here and charge it in a place. And all 3 of them charge at once, you know?
Yeah.
I think it was pretty cool. Yeah, when I plugged mine in yesterday to the computer, it went straight into the folder. I clicked on the folder and it showed me the DCIM. I pulled it right off. It was easy to pull off. Now, since I worked it with the goggles, when I plug my goggles into the DJI app, that flight should kick into air data. You know, it'll kick on to the DJI app. I'm gonna have to download it and then put it in air data. But on the RC2, it's a little bit different. You got to plug the controller in and take it right off the controller. Because I put all my flights on air data. But before you show, I was going to run outside and fly it around again in that Rocksteady to see the difference in the video from the balancing crap.
Yeah.
And I went to go outside, look down and saw 56 degrees. I said, oh, hell no. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. I said, oh, I'm not changing. No. But it's cold in here right now.
Yeah, it's chilly here too. It's only 44 degrees.
Yeah, I got a ceiling fan going above me. I'm about to turn it off. So. I think I'm kind of like Johnny said last night. He said he was shocked how much fun the little drone is. And that's why I told him, I said, it's probably going to be a little fun drone that when you don't feel like going anywhere, like he steps outside, he got all an open area to fly. You know, if I had that, I'd be flying every second. You know, here, I just don't feel like going sit outside and fly right here all the time.
Right.
But this one here, like yesterday, that was pretty cool. I went around the complex, through the gazebo 3 times, came back around, and when I went back around the front, they've got a walkway around there. It's an open walkway with arches like around their office. I went flying through their little walkway. I did a TJ around the guard shack, you know. But one of the guys working there was watching me fly, and he said, "That's pretty cool." I said, "Yeah, it is." I think this little one, let me tell you something. Remember what I said about Tino being a chick magnet? I think this would be a chick magnet.
Oh, yeah.
I'll walk around and everybody's gonna want to see this little thing.
Oh, yeah, you'll be answering all kinds of questions. That's why I was gonna go down and fly along the river, but it's just been too damn windy.
Yeah.
Because all those people are walking back and forth on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you see, Jonathan, sometimes size doesn't matter. Size might matter in this case. I told my son about it. I took a picture and sent it to him. He said, "I thought you weren't buying any more drones." I said, "Hey, this was cheap," and I explained it. I said, "You need to get one. You can fly it around your house and fly it for fun. You don't need any license, anything."
Yep.
Because of the weight. And he said, "So I guess I know what you're buying me for Christmas." I said, "Boy, you got a hope. All the money you make, you better go fix it yourself." I was looking at on Amazon the accessories for this, right?
Yeah.
They got low noise props out there already.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I was wondering when they were going to come out with those, and it'd be interesting to fly with it and then fly one with the low noise props. See if you can actually tell the difference.
It wasn't as loud as I thought it would be.
Yeah, but it's that high pitched loud noise.
Yeah, I guess I'm used to all the other ones, you know.
How much is the low noise props?
Let's see. It wasn't that expensive. Oh. Seeing everything but props. Come on. I'm coming. I'm just trying to get to the props. Showing me everything but props. Yeah, Johnny's been getting a lot of Start RC stuff sent to him. They got him in orange and $13 for the 4 props. They got them in red and blue, all kind of different colors.
Well, it looks like I see him here for a set of 4 props, the DJI Neo quick release, but it doesn't say it's low noise.
Well, some of them do.
The orange ones don't say low noise. Quick release Neo props.
Yeah, let's see. Quick release. I don't see what it's quick release. There's no quick release on that. Yeah, the orange one's up here, $9.99 for 4. That's not low noise, but there's here the blue ones. It says low noise.
Well, I see a set of blue ones for $6.99.
Yeah, that's a low noise. And then you got a further down, you got an orange one that says propellers the same 20165 low noise. 20165 means that must be master air screw. That's their number sequences. Let me go to master air screw and see something.
Can't believe you guys are still on. You were in my ear, but I fell asleep with the
Yeah.
little girl. Did I snore?
Yeah, I heard you. We heard something like. See, Master Ash Crew, let's see, 20165, see if that comes up. Nope. Couldn't be found, so it's not theirs. They got props for the, yeah, look at all the props it says. The Mini 2, all that, but doesn't say Neo. Yeah, they got Avada 2 props too, but it's not saying that. Doesn't say Avada 2. I know they got Avada 2 props because I got them.
These are the ones you're talking about for $6.99?
Yeah, that says low noise. Yeah. See, the 20165 is the model number, and I bet you they're made by Master Ash. No, it says it's at the brand up top.
What does it?
Brand was
Master Air Screw.
no, that's the
DJI Mini and
different.
Mini 4K.
Yeah, but if you look underneath where it says brand, it says HESUPY. Right there to the left.
Right here, brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Husapi. Must be Chinese.
And that's the brand. I was thinking Master Ash because it said low noise.
You screw them in, huh? Two
Yeah.
screws.
Yep.
Well, for $6.99, that'd be worth a shot. But you know, but the only way to test it though is you'd have to screw around and take one apart and then put another one. But if you take and had two of them, which I will have soon, I could put a low noise props on one and see if I can detect the difference.
Yep. See, if I was gonna get them, I don't know what color I'd get.
Black, blue, red, yellow,
Yeah, they got
orange.
yeah, that's the colors. Black, and that's $7.99. Black, blue, red, orange. So I think the orange would be cool. So I got orange on my Avada, my original Avada. And I would have got orange on the I'd have got orange with the Avada too, but they didn't have it. Yeah, that doesn't say low noise. Yeah, it does. It's just low noise. $6.99.
Yep.
See, the one I'm looking at is not $6.99.
$6.99.
The one I'm looking at is $7.99.
Actually, dynamically balanced, offering efficiency and stable propulsion for the Neo.
I see them for $5.99. Yeah, $5.99, all the same colors. They got pink in $5.99. How about that?
Here, yeah, $5.49.
Yeah. I get the pink ones because it could be my granddaughter's drum. Eventually.
You can replace the prop guards too, colors.
Yeah, I saw that. I wouldn't change the prop guards, but you know, I'm lying. I might, if I made a change, I'd get like the blue or the red props and the blue prop guards, make it like a red, white, and blue look. I need to see if they got a case I could print.
Here's in black for $3.81.
Yeah. There's not much to these things.
This is QHUDLV brand. They've got a bunch of stuff on here, but nothing.
They do have a box. A 3D print for a box for propellers.
They offer them in
Yeah.
red,
But why would you only have 3?
orange, blue, and black.
That's cheap.
And fast delivery, free delivery was November the 6th. Fast delivery is the 22nd through the 25th of October.
Can't believe they have them out already.
Yeah.
It took them
Hey, see,
forever
this
to
don't
get
make
the Avata
sense.
2 out.
Stop. Look, you got a 3D print for it's a little box, but it only I don't know why they only have it. Stop.
That's
Why
a
they
nice
have it
case
holding
right
3
there.
propellers?
My sleeve is on its way for the Avata 2, Joe, just so you know. I should be getting it any day.
It's about time.
I know.
That's a nice case, nice hard case there.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah, I'm not going to use a hard case for this one. Like I said, I got this. This is for might be the original Avata. It might be the Mini 3 Pro. I think it was the Mini 3 Pro.
I've got this one coming. But what I like about the bigger case is it's kind of designed like what I like to have it designed as. Where you got the batteries across the back, you got the
Yeah.
where this has kind of, but not really, not like this.
Doesn't have the batteries.
Right.
Well, the batteries on the other one are going to be underneath the controller on the $39. That's cheap. Yeah, Johnny's got one of those already. They sent him that one.
Would that be my controller would fit in there?
No. No. You got to look at that other one. Go back. When you go back to the other one, go down on the bottom. Not that one. That one all the way to the right. 39, that one.
Oh, yeah.
That one looks like it's the RC2 in there. No, I don't know. That's not the RC2. It won't fit either. See, they're not making one for the RC2 yet. See, if the RC2 would fit in that $39 one, I'd think about it, you know? But I like the fact that I could put it all in this little bag and just carry this little bag.
Yeah.
Because that's what I wanted for, something small to carry.
Well,
Not carrying a
that's
bag, a
what I
box.
like too, is I've got a separate case for each one of my drones to just put them in there, you know?
Yeah. Let's see something. See something. What I'm trying to do. I'm having a senior moment. I was trying to think of what was I trying to do. case lid. This
Wonder how much smaller that controller is than the other one.
That controller is a lot smaller.
RC N3 and N2.
Let's see. I'll add this file.
Well, there's the controller you want, isn't it?
No. That's the same thing. Yeah, I can't see what it says on the control. That looks like the same control. It says RCN3 or N2, not the RC3.
Huh.
So they make a 3D print case for the Vivada, for the Neo holds the screwdriver. I got a little tube you put the screws in, and then for the propellers, and then it's just covers, right?
Yeah.
It's a little plastic case, but there's only 3 propellers. Why not make it with 4 propellers or 2? If it was high enough and you could put 2 on each side, it'd be good. You know, like 2 of each.
Yep.
But the bottom line is it actually looks like it will hold 2 propellers. And that would be all right, because you could get by with putting 2 on each side and just leaving that middle one open. Find something else to put in there. But a little plastic case would be better to protect them, you know. I might have to print this and see. And if it does hold the 2 propellers, shoot, that'd be a nice little thing. Hey, Ziggy, turn on 3D printer.
Okay. Also, I found a routine that plays hits from the radio in the morning to start the day.
No, thank
Do you
you.
want to try it?
No, thank you.
No problem.
I wanted something that I asked you. Yeah, this might be worth a shot. Just, it looks like it's real simple. I'm saying hour and 10 minutes. Let's find out. Real fast. Hour and 27 minutes. That would be pretty cool. So understand. Yeah, see, that would work too, because it would work with the 3 props. If I bought the other color props,
Yeah.
so I could put the black one in the middle and put the other colors on the outside. So I'd have, if it holds 2, I could put 4, 4, and 2. They have 2 extra blacks. But that, and change them out or put, you know, Or if I change them out with the orange, I could put all blacks in here, and it's just a backup.
Right. Well, I think we're gonna close her down, Joe.
Yeah,
Go out and fly that Neo. Let me know how it goes.
yeah, I might go out and be out there flying when the baby comes.
There you go. Donald, thanks, buddy. Take care. Lance,
Bye, guys.
we'll see you. And Jonathan, later. We'll see everybody later today.
Okay, guys.